Hey guys, this is Dr. Sandy, and I am again here with information always to make your life better for you, your family. We're always looking at long-term solutions, long-term thinking. Um, I think we live in a time where, it's so tempting, so attractive to look for those short-term solutions, something quick. We always want that quick fix and things, and there might be a time and place for those things. But what I would like to share with you is principles, philosophies, ways to look at your body, ways to look at health, where we're looking at long-term solutions, sustainability, principles, ways of thinking, ways of taking care of yourself, so you're good for the long term, not just for a day or two, but what are systems, what are foundations, what are ways we can live our life so we have the best quality of life. And obviously, with a good quality of life, that should obviously get reflected in things like your health, your longevity, just less stress, less chaos in our life. I think we could all use more of that. So that leads me to today's video. I wrote a blog about this in an article. So where I'm talking about, if you want less stress, if you want a more peaceful life, you have to learn to maintain things you value. So the first example, really simple, and I really admire this profession for what they stand for because they've taught us the value of maintenance, are dentists. And to me in chiropractic, we're very much in parallel with that. And again, I should also clarify, there are some chiros who are more who love working with emergency cases. I think all chiros want to help people when they're suffering. I think what makes our offices unique, we give people that option, that freedom to choose to say, you know what, now that I feel stronger, can I maintain it? And maintenance can be either on a weekly, every 2 weeks, once a month, something to just say, I put in all this effort into the body. I want to maintain the brain and nerve system. I want to be preventative. I want to capture something before it turns into something big. And the beauty with maintenance is that you will have less stress in your life. So let's go back to dentistry. So with dentistry, we have to brush our teeth. We have to be diligent, try to eat good food, drink water, wash away if we have sugary products and things. And even after doing all that, we should be seeing our dentist on a regular basis. You need a professional to go in to do the scaling, working on the teeth, those kind of things. And imagine dentistry as a profession said, only come to see us when you're in severe pain. There would be a lot of gum disease, I can imagine, more cavities, it would be very traumatic. It's just not efficient. So because that profession has done the research, they've seen the outcomes, and we've all seen the outcomes in a better quality of life, we're learning that not even if you're in pain, regardless if you're in pain or not, brush your teeth every day, see your dentist on a regular basis just to keep things healthy and capture something small before it turns into something big. Another example of that would be the heart. Now, the extreme case would be a heart attack that happens to people. What's a preventative way? So how is your nutrition? Are you exercising? Are you doing things to take care of the heart so we can avoid a crisis or minimize the chance of that happening? What about relationships? That same principle applies if you're married, if you're in a relationship. Do you want to wait till your spouse or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever, how that looks to you, that relationship, someone comes up and says, okay, it's over, I'm done with, and the person's shocked? Or should we be thinking maintenance? Should we be proactive? I think that might be even a better word, where we're saying, okay, on a regular basis, checking in, being grateful. Maybe I'm going to use the word spouse just as in context, but you can apply it as you see, as you wish. But on a regular basis, trying your best to appreciate the spouse, and having a dialogue, and maybe being open enough to say, hey, how are things going? Let's not wait till things get so bad and we're talking about it's over, we're going to break up, it's done. How about on a regular basis, talking, communicating, sharing, hey, this is where we're doing great, this is where I have a challenge, being open. I think that'd be a healthy way to maintain the relationship. And you know what, in life, I get it, there's no guarantees, but my thinking is, if we could use this maintenance or proactive philosophy, it's really going to put things in your favor. Imagine, like, once a week, even talking to your spouse or someone you care about and just saying, hey, just checking in, how are we doing? What do I need to work on? What do I need to improve on? Where did I mess up? How can I serve you? How can I help you better? Having those conversations. Let's not wait till things get to the end. Your finances, if you look at people who are wealthy, successful, they don't check in on their bank account once a year or even once a month. When I've seen their patterns, a lot of them are checking daily. A lot of people who seem to be financially stable and doing well, great communication with the banks, great communication with the accountant. They're giving it time and energy. They're being proactive. They're not waiting on the last day to submit taxes. They're just very well versed and very well aware. They're tracking everything. One of my mentors taught me that he said, if you ask a wealthy person about their receipts, they can pull out the exact day. They know exactly what's happening, what expenses are coming. They're tracking it. They're giving it attention. Maybe that's another way to say maintenance is ongoing, giving it attention. Where do we need to adjust things? Where do we need to keep things on track? Your car, great example. Now, some people will say, well, I'm going to run this car to the ground. When I see all those lights flashing, when my car doesn't even turn over, I can't start it, then I'll take care of it. I mean, most of us don't do that now. They've done a lot of research. Most people are pretty good. I mean, we put in gas. We need gas, otherwise we can't move. But the oil change and stuff, and even I have to confess with myself too, I think when I was younger, I was kind of like, yeah, these maintenance checks or whatever, but I try my best, and maybe sometimes I'm not perfect, but I try my best with my car. If they recommend a certain schedule to get things checked, let's just do it. Let's get that done. I want that peace of mind. I'd rather put in a little bit of energy and resources now and avoid a crisis. And let's talk about let's talk even financial. So let's say someone waits until let's go through that list. So it's probably going to be more painful and expensive if you wait till it's a really bad cavity, right? With the heart, if we're not really taking care of it, heart attack, some people survive, some people don't. Sometimes you don't get a second chance, so let's be proactive with that, right? With a marriage, wouldn't it be nice to have that ongoing communication opposed to everything falls apart? If you have kids, they can get impacted financially. It's hard for everyone. Your car, isn't it nice just getting the gas, following the maintenance schedule, getting those oil checks, opposed to saying, I'll wait till it gets really bad, pay thousands of dollars, maybe the car's irreparable. So you can see throughout our life, if we have a maintenance philosophy, that's what I love about chiropractic. It says, help people if they are unwell, get them out of pain, obviously, but give them that option, give them the freedom to choose to say, hey, let's maintain it. And maintenance, obviously, when someone is coming to us initially and they're not feeling well, there's a lot of visits at the beginning to stabilize them. But once they're stabilized, like I said, maintenance can be weekly, every 2 weeks, once a month. We can customize. And the good thing is when the patient gets involved, you can actually have time between those visits. But it just makes sense. Why does the spine even need that much care? It's literally an extension of the brain. It's how the brain talks to the body. It's how the muscles are able to coordinate and move. It allows the organs to move. It's the central nerve system. It's literally an extension of the brain. I mean, that is important. That's something vital. And if we go back to the teeth analogy, like someone can actually, God forbid, if let's say someone gets a cavity, they go get it replaced, they get a filling. With your spine, man, if something actually deteriorates, a lot of times doctors will say, just leave it, kind of deal with it. If you qualify, they might do a surgery. I can tell you from my experience and even talking to patients, like that's just a sensitive part of the body. And I think even surgeons, I mean, it's delicate. I know they're going to do their best, but operating on a spine is very, very, that's intense, man. Like you wouldn't want to get to that point unless absolutely necessary. So let's just have this proactive philosophy, not just chiropractically throughout your life. I challenge you to say, okay, with the relationships, with your finances, with your nutrition, and yes, with the spine and the nerve system, have a proactive approach. Life is simpler, it's easier. And I'll tell you something, things do happen. I have some patients who are on maintenance or wellness care, and sometimes they'll have a health challenge. And you know what's really nice? Because they've been taking care of themselves, something shows up, very quickly they come out of it. And I'll let them know that. I'll be like, if you were a brand new patient here who never received chiropractic care, this would have taken much, much longer. Because you're taking such good care of yourself, I know you had this issue this weekend, maybe you lifted something, maybe there was some extra stress, whatever that was, you've come out of this quickly because you've done the hard work. You've been maintaining the body. So of course you're going to get better results. So be proactive. If you want less stress, maintain everything you value. Give it time and energy. Don't wait for a crisis. It starts with spine. brain, spinal cord chiropractic, having a maintenance type program, which is to me makes a lot of sense, and then apply it to other parts of your life. As I said, your relationships, your nutrition, your finances. Just be proactive, and just see how simple your life gets, how much more peace you have. It's really life changing. And the other thing I wanted to say is I'm really proud to say this as well. Chiropractic is turning on September 18th, which according to this video right now, which would be tomorrow, is turning 125 years old. So I want to wish chiropractic all the best. It's really helped literally millions of people across the world. It's a natural way to work with the body, to focus on brain and spinal cord so people can get healthier and stronger. So chiropractic, wishing you all the best. I hope the next 125 years forward are even better, but happy birthday chiropractic, and God bless you guys. Thanks for listening. If you're enjoying these videos, I appreciate it. So please, if you could hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends, really appreciate it. I hope you're getting a lot of value out of these videos, and God bless you guys.